Brian Baldinger, you played O-line in the league for 11 years. Who stood out to you?
Well, Forrest Lamp, stood out today. I mean, first of all, he started 51 games at Western Kentucky, and I've had a chance to do some of his games, but I thought he ran real well. I thought he benched real well. I mean, he showed some strength. If you're going to go inside, you're going to handle probably the strongest guys on the field. So that's a good sign right there from Forrest Lamp, because I think that's going to be his position. Not only Mike Mayock, but others have figured it's going to be one of those guys, left tackle. You're going to go inside and play guard. So Forrest Lamp is a guy that stood out at me. But, if we go further than that, a guy that I really like is Garrett Bowles. And a lot of other people do, too. I mean, he's a one-year starter at Utah, but the way that he ran under 5 flat today, the way that he tested in some of the jumping events, he was extremely explosive. Hit the third biggest broad jump in recent history, 9 feet 7 inches. He also had a really good shuttle time. And he's a guy, I think, that's got a lot of nastiness to him that doesn't get measured in some of these drills. He likes to finish. And then finally, Avion Collins at TCU is a guy that really, I mean, a lot of people aren't talking about, but he's been a right tackle primarily at TCU. But, the fastest 40 time, very explosive in the shuttle as well. And so I think as people start to evaluate him, they're going to see that athletic ability and go, okay, what's the best place to put him?
You mentioned nastiness with who is the Bowles.
Yeah.
That's obviously something you can't measure in these drills. How much do these drills tell you about the player that you're going to see on the field on Sundays?
Unfortunately, not very much. Because really what it comes down to, if you're playing tackle in this league right now, can you stop the bull rush and the power from a Khalil Mack, from a Von Miller, from those type of freak athletes outside where they're a better athlete, they've got the leverage, and then when they stab you and they start getting that leverage on you, can you stop it? Can you drop the anchor? You can't see those things at the combine. And sometimes you don't know it until they actually get in pads, and then you go, uh-oh. Sometimes those mistakes are made.
Good stuff from Brian Baldinger. For more Behind the O-Line presented by Ford F-Series, go to NFL.com/O-Line.